When a German carmaker introduces a new model in a place like New York, it can mean one of several things. Either the company wants to promote the model in the foreign market, or it plans to build the car there. In the case of the R-Class from Mercedes, both reasons apply. The R-Class is made in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Mercedes hopes the car will appeal to American consumers. Markus Rubenbauer of Mercedes says the company sells the R-Class in 90 countries around the world, but the US and China markets are especially important because buyers there want big, spacious cars. The R-Class is hard to fit into any of the conventional automobile categories. When Mercedes introduced the car in 2005, it was seen as a bit of an experiment, almost like attempting to square the circle. The car combines qualities from a variety of models. Rubenbauer says Mercedes wanted a car with the space of a minivan and the elegance of a luxury car, combined with an SUV's ability to provide traction in all weather conditions. Now the R-Class has been given a facelift. In front, a big grille and more massive hood give the car a bigger and more powerful presence on the road. Large headlights frame the grille. The rear end has also been redesigned. Rubenbauer points out the large new tail lights, which he says feature innovative new lighting technology. And he says the car appears to sit more solidly on the road thanks to new rear bumpers and the integrated dual exhaust pipes.
Der Auspuffendrohre in den Unterfahrschutz.
With a 7-speed automatic transmission as standard equipment, the R-Class is a real touring car. Also standard are 5 seats, though the car can also be configured to seat 4, 6 or 7. And the R-Class is available in 2 sizes. The shorter one measures 4.92 meters in length, while a stretch version comes in at 5.16 meters, but even that doesn't feel too big on the crowded streets of New York. Among the available engines, the 350 BlueTech power plant is especially worthy of note. Rubenbauer says all the engines have been improved to deliver more performance and torque and greater efficiency. The 350 BlueTech engine is so clean, he says, that it already fulfills European standards that will come into force in 2014. That also means Mercedes can sell the car in all 50 American states. Changes have been made to the interior as well. Customers can choose among 2-tone interior finishes, and the materials look and feel expensive and durable. In Germany, prices for the new R-Class will start around €50,000. The car comes with a long list of standard features, including a number of electronic driving aids that put a priority on travelling comfort and safety. The suspension, for instance, can be set for a sporty driving style. Or a more comfortable setting, depending on the driver's personal tastes and desires. The R-Class also offers plenty of cargo space, with 1,950 litres of room in the short version and up to 2,385 litres in the stretch version. That makes the R-Class a practical family car, and while it may not find huge numbers of buyers in Germany, it's likely to do well in the markets where Mercedes has set its sights. The eye-catching colour of this little Seat is just the most obvious sign that this is no ordinary Ibiza. It's an Ibiza FR, and it wants to stand out from the crowd. The initials stand for Formula Racing, and that means a lot more than an unusual paint job. The car we're testing is a 3-door version equipped with 143 horsepower diesel. The FR is also distinguished by its silver-grey side mirrors. From the side, diagonal creases give the small car a dynamic flair. The 17-inch tyres are standard on the FR, a jaunty spoiler at the rear edge of the roof, aerodynamic features in the bumpers and the dual exhaust pipes help strengthen the sporty impression of this hot little package. Those styling cues also suggest how this car wants to be driven. The engine produces its greatest torque, 320 Newton meters of it, at relatively low speeds between 1700 and 2500 RPM. Seat offers the FR with both diesel and gasoline engines. Our diesel displaces 2 litres and propels the car from 0 to 100 in 8.2 seconds. Top speed is 210 kilometers an hour. Compared to the Ibiza Sport, the FR's front suspension is 8% harder. In back it's 10% and the entire car sits 15mm closer to the road than the standard Ibiza. Inside the car, a few well-placed emblems leave no doubt about the model. Our test car came with a 6-speed manual transmission with a short, crisp shifting pattern. A plug-in socket in the centre of the dashboard makes it easy to connect a navigation device without the usual distracting tangle of wires. Red stitching on the seat accents the bucket seats. The trunk is surprisingly spacious. Our bottom line is that the Seat Ibiza FR is one fun little car. Distinctive details make it significantly sportier than even the regular sport version of the Ibiza, and it makes a solid impression. Prices in Germany start at €20,640. But if that's still not enough performance, Seat also has the Ibiza Cupra. It costs €3,000 more and delivers 180 horsepower. Renault has introduced the Wind, its first coupe roadster. The 2-seat convertible comes with an electric roof that vanishes in just 12 seconds. And it's the only convertible in its class that has a mechanical roof that doesn't cut into available trunk space. The car holds 270 litres of luggage regardless of whether the roof is up or down. Customers will be able to choose between 2 gasoline engines generating either 101 or 133 horsepower. In Germany, prices for the Wind will start at €16,990. With its recently unveiled Golf Blue E-Motion concept car, Volkswagen has offered a preview of the company's future. The electric version of the Golf aims to transform electric cars from niche products to practical vehicles for everyday use. Like the electric version of Volkswagen's Up City car, the Golf Blue E-Motion is expected to go into series production in 2013. Welcome to the WTCC, or World Touring Car Championship. Like Formula One, it's one of the major international racing series organised by the FIA, the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile. Since 2005, races have been held on tracks in Europe, South America, Africa and Asia. This year, 18 drivers started the competition, driving cars made by BMW, Seat and Chevrolet. Since 2009, Chevrolet's car has been the Cruise WTCC. As required by the regulations, the racing car differs from the standard production series car in only a few details. In addition to Swiss driver Alain Menu and Robert Huff of Britain, who have been driving for Chevrolet since the beginning, Ivan Muller of France joined the team as the 3rd driver this year. He immediately made an impression on the series, winning the first race of the season.
It's always better to start the season with a victory than a bad result. But the season will be long. We have to stay focused. The other team, other constructors are strong still, and they push hard. So we have to stay focused and work hard.
The 41-year-old is no newcomer to the WTCC. Before joining Chevrolet, he drove for Seat. And while Ivan may be familiar with many aspects of the WTCC racing, there were things about Chevrolet that he had to learn from scratch.
For me, many things is different than it was in the past. The atmosphere, the culture, the way to work is quite different. And I still have to learn how the team work. It will take some time, but step by step I will be there.
He quickly learned his way around the team's pit area, but he's still adjusting to his new race car. When he drove for Seat, his car was a diesel. His Chevrolet has a gasoline-powered engine.
The way to drive and the way to set up, it's quite different than the petrol car. So there as well, I had three days of tests before the first race, since nothing, so still not enough. I still have a lot of to do. I still have to learn a lot of things, but yeah, it will take some time for sure.
Signing Ivan Muller was a real coup for the Chevrolet team. He brought with him a great deal of experience that has benefited not only the other drivers but the team's engineers as well.
He's got an awful lot of experience, so as a result he brings up new ideas, which is very good. Also from a team strategy point of view, that's obviously quite important, and he's fitted in our team very, very well.
Muller's teammates appreciate the suggestions and ideas he brings to their work.
Ivan's a seasoned professional. He's obviously won the World Championship. He's time on time been voted the best World Touring Car driver and pretty much the best touring car driver in the world. So it's great to see what he has to bring to the team, new ideas for directions to go with the car, with the developments and so on.
Muller won the WTCC with Seat in 2008. In 2007 and 2009 he came in second. The switch from Seat to Chevrolet brought with it challenges for everyone involved. But Muller hasn't complicated the issue by demanding special treatment.
To work with, he's quite relaxed because he obviously won the championship. Before that he won in the BTCC, so I think he's not desperate to do well this year. Obviously, you know, he wants to win, but he's looking at the big picture and try to help Chevrolet into winning the championship.
He's also popular around the racetrack and comfortable with the press. The newest member of Chevrolet's team seems to feel right at home, but he also knows there's room for improvement.
I feel more at home, still not completely, but it's normal, and especially in the car, I still need some more mileage with the car, but you know, step by step I will be there.
That modesty isn't quite reflected on the track. With half the season under his belt, Ivan Muller leads the standings. He's also on course to fulfill his team's objectives. Chevrolet is number one in the constructors' standings. The classic BMW 507 and Albrecht von Goetz, the man who drew the car's timeless lines. He's still proud of the car. He says it's aged better than he has, that he was given a free hand to design it, and that it truly is his car. A roadster for the ages, the most beautiful BMW of all time. But all the superlatives don't quite seem sufficient to capture the essence of the car. So, what do you do with a classic like this? You take it out for a drive. In the early 1950s, the American BMW importer Max Hoffman wanted a sports car he could offer his performance-hungry customers. He decided to recruit designer Albrecht von Goertz to come up with a new look. The result was the 507. A low-slung two-seater that caused a sensation when it was presented to German critics at the Frankfurt Auto Show in 1955. Powered by a V8, the Roadster cost 26,500 German marks, or twice the price of a Jaguar XK140 at the time. The car was an instant hit with the rich and famous. Elvis Presley drove one during his stint with the US Army in Germany. German film star Kurt Jürgens was also an admirer. Even today, many enthusiasts consider the 507 the most beautiful two-seater ever built. But those graceful lines make it easy to overlook what lies beneath the 507's skin. Under the hood, a 3.2-litre aluminium V8 generates 150 horsepower and drives the car to a top speed of 210 kilometres an hour. That engine also powered the prototype designed by Ernst Loof. The 507 did not enjoy great success on the racing circuit, and its successor, designed by Giovanni Michelotti, is virtually unknown today. The Michelotti car never went into production, and in the late 50s BMW nearly went bankrupt. The company no longer had the resources to build exclusive cars that failed to generate profits. Only 252 examples of the 507 were built, and that rareness certainly contributes to the car's allure. But it is the car's incomparable look that has made it a lasting legend.